What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Let's do our usual sound check real quick because we're going to jump real quick into this. We're not going to be before you long. You feel me? Do you feel me? Let's do a quick sound check. Quick. Yeah, there we go. I have sound. So, first of all, welcome to the Working People's Podcast, where everybody desires to build generational wealth and a financial legacy for their families. And I am your host, James Hollingsworth. Welcome. And again, I say welcome. YouTube viewers, YouTube subscribers. If you're just watching for the first time, or maybe you're watching for the 5th, 10th, or 37th time, and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, press that button, say subscribe. It's free to do it. And also ring that notification bell, ding, 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 ding. You'll be notified when we upload new content, new videos, etc. As well as over here on YouTube, Facebook, my personal page, also the Working People's Podcast page. Drop us some hearts. Let's get those hearts going. Hearts, I can't do it yet. I'm learning how to do this. That might be it. Drop us some hearts, thumbs up, comments, all the above. Press that follow button or send me a friend request. You feel me? And also, once again, my buddy, my friend, I thought today about how I always say my buddy, my friend, Rodney Williams, and I always forget Angela. Sorry, Angela, but my buddy, Rodney Williams and Angela Williams. Angela gave me this nice bracelet today. Says, whoever I gave this bracelet to, at 10 o'clock tonight, we're going to pray. So shout out to Rodney Williams, his beautiful, awesome wife, Angela Williams, and Second Friendship Missionary Baptist Church, the Ship, for allowing us to stream live, Live, to their Facebook page right here. And we are going to, like I say, jump right into it. Go over there and say what's up to my buddy Rodney Williams and my sister Angela Williams at Second Friendship Missionary Baptist Church. Shout out to the Ship. Jump right into it. It's everybody. I mean, literally everybody benefiting from your labor and your lifestyle, except you. Now, at first you may say, no, not at all. I'm enjoying my life with the resources that I have and the money that I have coming in. But if you're just so consumer minded that all you're doing is putting out, and the only thing, and I'm literally me, and some people value it, I get it. But I'm going to slice this up, and the only thing you're getting in return, sure, you say you only live once and you're creating memories and all the above, right? But from the financial aspect, being a consumer, you're always the one taking dollars out your pocket and putting it into something that's, yeah, you're having fun, but you're constantly spending your money and taking it out of your pocket, out of your resources, and putting it into, the hands of someone else who they are reaping the financial benefits from it. Are you allowing everyone else to benefit from your labor and from your lifestyle, except truly you benefiting from it? Now, my buddy, my friend who we did a show a few days ago, Terrence, shout out to you, Terrence Freight. What it is, man. Shout out to Terrence Freight. He put up a video on his Facebook page today, and I found it to be most intriguing. Now, I I could see and interpret the overall ideal and principle behind the video on the external level, the surface level, because it was very, very clear the message and the messages that it was presenting and portraying. But yet, God has given me the ability to see deeper and to see some things from an angle, an aspect that often gets overlooked. So, although on the surface the message was extremely clear and it was very difficult to not really understand what the video was uh, was portraying through the different sketches and the different images, I saw something quite a bit deeper. There was a portion in the video where the people were just walking, so a multitude of them with their cell phones and just walking blindly. They were so into their cell phones that they were walking blindly. They couldn't see the bridge to walk across this great divide and gulf. And they were so ingrained in their cell phones and social media that they were literally walking off a cliff. And at surface view, you definitely you see the message being presented before us, right? But I kept seeing something deeper. And what I saw deeper is I saw a system where everyone is benefiting off of your labor, your lifestyle, your time, because we don't see time as a resource. We don't associate the time that we give employers as a resource, as an opportunity cost, that if we manage our time more effectively, it can be more beneficial to us than just the time that we spend earning wages that don't even come comparable or close to the benefits and return that employers are getting from us relative to the income or the earnings that we get from the time we invest on a particular job. I literally saw through watching this video a system whereby everyone else is benefiting from our time, from your labor, from your lifestyle more than you are. Now, let me break it down and explain to you what I mean. First of all, shout out Terrence, my buddy. And Terrence, you know the video I'm talking about that you put up today, right? You know that video that I'm talking about that you put up today. It was a powerful, awesome, tremendous, thought-provoking video. I'm telling you, it is mind-provoking. But I saw something deeper. And what I saw was in that same scenario where the people were looking and holding their cell phones and walking off the bridge, I asked myself, how much did they pay for that cell phone? And then I asked myself, how long have they been paying that cell phone bill? Who's their cell phone provider? I asked myself that question. How long have you had your cell phone? How long have you been paying your cell phone provider and your service? How long have you had cable and internet? And how long have you been paying Xfinity and Comcast? How long have you been engulfed in this habit to the point where it has become such a necessary part of your lifestyle that you pay them whatever they ask in order to maintain and keep this device relevant in your life? How long have you had T-Mobile, Sprint, Boost Mobile, whoever, Verizon? How long have you had your cell phone? Do you even know what your commitment has been for the last 10 to 15 years in terms of how much you paid every time you had to upgrade your phone and buy a new phone and pay your standard services and fees and then pay an additional amount in order to pay that phone off over the next 2 years or 3 years, whatever program you went on. How long have you been investing resources into having that device that ultimately has taken away and numbed you to the point where you can't even where we literally walk off the bridges as it showed in that video? But how long have you been literally paying someone to make you more apathetic? How long have you been paying someone to literally dull your senses and put you to sleep, and you've been paying for it? How long have you been loading up the pockets of the people that make this product and doing the same thing to their employees? Ultimately, like we gave the analogy of, it seems to be the more and more we work for someone with the and not have the proper understanding of how to allocate those resources to benefit us, then they ultimately get a greater return on our time and our labor invested as an employee that's not even nowhere equivalent to the return on investment that they get as a result of being the employer. But how long have you been paying car notes? How long have you been paying leases? How long have you been paying for insurance to drive that car? How many times have you had to renew your license? What's all the cost that's been associated since you started driving? How long have you been paying for that privilege to support your lifestyle? How long have you been paying rent to someone? And don't say, well, you only live once and I want to enjoy my life with my family and this, that, and the third, and blase, blase, blase. But yet, my timeline, I don't know about yours, is filled with people complaining about inflation. With people complaining about the cost of the price of gas and pointing the finger at and blaming the government. But how long have you been paying rent to somebody? And the question is everyone benefiting from your time, from your labor, and your lifestyle but you? Have you ever sat down and thought about it? Just like I'm paying a car note and been paying car notes, because most of us, once we pay a car off, we get dissatisfied with it. And within a couple of years, we're trading it in and going back into debt to buy another one. So have you ever sat down and calculated and added yourself in your budget as a bill? Have you ever thought about paying yourself a car note or a payment to yourself on a monthly basis equivalent to your insurance on your vehicle? Have you ever thought about paying yourself the equivalency of your cell phone bill and doing that for 15 or 20 years? Because most of you, if you're of any relevant age, you've probably been paying a cell phone bill for 15 or 20 years, and you never thought, let me take that same $120 that I paid to these people for that service to have this, and this same device that has lulled me into an apathetic sleep and comatose, non-realistic world of social media and all this other stuff. that we use to present ourselves a certain way and create images of ourselves to people, our friends in public, right? Have you ever thought about taking the equivalency of that bill and paying it to yourself over a duration of time and earning some suitable interest rate off of that amount that you've been paying to yourself, so that at some point during this process of being lulled into a comatose state of apathy with social media and all these other things that literally strangle our time away from us, at least if you made an equivalent payment to yourself at the end of the day, 15, 20, 25 years from now, you can look back and say, at least you got some relevant return on your investment, rather than just the fact that we continue to make everyone else financially free and wealthy except ourselves. If you really think about it and you watch, and Terrence, when he showed that video, what we get out of it is we get dumber and dumber by the day, and they get more wealthier as we pour out our dollars and literally pay them to lull us into an apathetic sleep. We truly indeed, Terrence, we have been getting robbed. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about, as you go to the grocery store, sure, it's a necessity that we eat, but have you ever thought about whatever my bill is at the end of the day after I leave the grocery store, for the sake of myself and my family's future, I'm going to match that grocery bill and take that same amount and invest it into something that can yield a suitable return over time for me and my family. Literally, you can think of this as, we're going to eat twice. We're going to eat once because we had to pay somebody to get these groceries, but it takes us time to prepare it and all the above. But we're going to eat twice because we're going to take an equivalent payment of what our grocery bill was, and we're going to put it into an investment for ourselves and for our future, for the future of our children, for the future of our family. Have you ever thought about that? Or is the experience of having some beautiful food on the table, whereby you pay $7.99, $8.99 a pound to eat that steak, is that so important to us that everyone else is benefiting from our time, our labor, and our lifestyle except you? And I present to you that at some point, if we're going to continue to complain about the government, complain about inflation, complain about rising costs of everything, interest rates, all the above and then some, at what point are we going to take responsibility and accountability of how we allocate our dollars and spend our resources to support our lifestyle, which in most cases is being heavily influenced by the fact that we want to impress other people and keep up with the lifestyle of someone else? I wonder at what point on some mass scale are we going to get it? Especially when it comes to things that we pay for at these absorbent prices, that there are other options, but we can't see those other options because we got to have something better than someone else. We got to drive a better car. We got to have a better cell phone. We got to have a better everything's got to be better than the next man or next woman or next person. And I forgot who said it. I think it was FDR, but comparison truly is the thief of joy. And as much as we say we're enjoying our lives, it's a lie for many of us and for a vast majority of us. It truly is a lie because you can't be comparing yourself to others at the same time that you're complaining about what it's costing you to maintain this lifestyle of comparison. It is utter, I don't want to say that, but I feel for us as people, because we must renew our mind. We must have a paradigm shift. At some point, we must reevaluate and reassess our priorities. Is there a better way? I submit to you, yes, it is. But you'll never, not just see it, but you'll never, even if you saw it and had all the components and pieces, you'll never implement it because it goes against what society says we should be doing. There's a pressure on people to live a lifestyle that exceeds what they earn. I told you I wasn't going to be before you long. What I truly want to know is everyone else benefiting from your lifestyle, your labor? Is everyone else benefiting from your allocation of time except you? When just a starting point can be, let me take what I'm paying for my cell phone or cable bill and begin to allocate that same amount into some type of investment for myself for the future. Because if you look back over time, you'll see you have no clue, because most of us ain't keeping records like that. You have no clue as to how much you put in the pockets of the car dealers, the cell phone companies. You don't even have a clue how much money you've given to them, because we just mundanely go about life and have the rising cost of our lifestyle strangling us. And what do we do? What do we do? We find a way to just live with it. We just live with it. And we just say, well, the reason why I'm choking and can't hardly breathe is because they are doing this to me, to us. When freedom and the ability to live financially free is heavily dependent upon the decisions that we make from day to day to empower ourselves based on how we are allocating our dollars and money and resources to either make someone else rich or to buy assets that over time will appreciate, compound over time, and give us some measure and level rather, of financial freedom and stability and wealth, that truly in the future we can live and enjoy our lives in peace, freedom, without frustration, fear, and without having a long list of complaints of why we are being strangled with this thing called lifestyle. Thank you for watching, but I got to go. If you're watching on YouTube, consider subscribing, because truly, indeed, we're going to continue to hammer these subjects home for many of us, and that until it becomes so relevant to where we can make some suitable changes. But if you've been watching on YouTube, press that subscribe button. Do that for your boy. Drop some comments below, thumbs up, like on the video, leave some comments, ring that notification bell. Once again, I say ding, 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 ding. If you've been watching here on my personal Facebook page, hey, hit that thumbs up, like button, drop some comments below. Thank you, Terrence, for coming through, my man. My man say all facts. Real talk, brother. Real talk. I got to give you a heart on that. Heart. Thumbs up just won't do. We want hearts on that. But if you're watching here on my Facebook page or the Working People's Podcast Facebook page, thumbs up, heart button, drop some comments below. If you come through, tell me what you think about this subject and maybe give some suggestions on how we can do some things better, right? And if you're watching via the Second Friendship Missionary Baptist Church Facebook page, where my brother, my friend, Rodney Williams is the pastor, and his capable woman who stands beside him in such a glorious way, Angela Williams, and the Second Friendship Missionary Baptist Church family, shout out to the ship for allowing us to stream live to their Facebook page. We appreciate you all. And like I say, I got to go. Until next time, this has been James Hollingsworth, your host of the Working People's Podcast, where everybody desires to build generational wealth and a financial legacy for their families.